Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Minus the Rumors for January 28th, 2016. It's Thursday. I'm joined with Crimson Rose and once again, Angry Hippie Lady from Half Heart Gaming. How's everybody doing
Hello.
tonight?
Doing
Doing well,
great.
doing well.
Beautiful. I see our chat's already rolling. Loving it. Loving it, loving it. And
Hello, Kozan, and welcome to the stream.
yeah, welcome.
Hello.
So, how's everybody's week been? I'm stalling because I accidentally just closed all my news tabs.
So
The
pro.
week, so pro. The week has been well. Been busy. Been looking forward to the stream. Always looking forward to Minus the Rumors and lovely,
Perfect.
lovely family.
Family's great.
Yeah, I've been doing great.
Family is great. All right. Well, I have my news stories back up because I am first at bat tonight. DeLorean is bringing back the DMC-12. How awesome does that sound to everybody? No?
I'm super happy about this. This is the first thing that I locked in on going through all the links that we have tonight. And yeah, I'm excited. I want to see this on the road everywhere.
For those of you who don't know what the DMC-12 is, it is the car from Back to the Future that they made the time machine out of. It hasn't really been in production since 1982. The DeLorean was an interesting car from mechanical aspects of it. It's got a stainless steel body on it, so it'll never rust. It's got gull wing doors. A lot of people think that was, an add-on for the car in the movie. No, that's just how they were built. It was an extremely heavy car and very underpowered. That's why the 88 miles an hour thing is kind of like the joke of Back to the Future. Because the DMC 12, while it would do impressive burnouts and donuts and things like that, it couldn't really hit much more than 80 or 90 miles an hour on the highway. But anyway, DeLorean Motor Company stated that in December of 2015, there was a change in the FHSA, the Federal Highway Safety Administration regulations, and it opened restrictions for small companies to produce replica cars in low volumes. If you remember, MTR covered this about the Batmobile. Anyway, DMC, DeLorean Motor Company, is what you could consider a small company right now. They're only down to about 30 employees. They haven't really been mass producing anything. And, well, they've decided they're a small company and they've got original parts, enough original parts from 1982 to build quite a few of them. So they will be selling them somewhere around $100,000.
But pocket change.
That's pocket
Oh
change.
yeah, I
Honestly,
got that in my other pants pocket. Let me just go get that real quick.
honestly, the 1982 DMC-12, an original car, not one that's got original parts that was just built, will sell anywhere from $150,000 to $160,000.
Jeez.
But they are going to build 300 brand new old cars. People are saying, well, what's it going to do to the market of the existing cars that are already selling for high money? And DeLorean has responded, and various car appraisers have responded and said, probably not much. If anything, it's going to make that market go up for the original 1982s because of the serial numbers,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to the 2016, 2017 1982s. So the
Yeah.
original rares are going to be a little bit more rare because there will be more of them around. And yeah, It's going to be a beautiful thing.
If you have a really rich uncle, then you can pick you up a new DeLorean 2017 for about $100,000. So
Right.
Yeah, just chump change.
don't change.
I'm just sad that John DeLorean isn't alive to see this happen. It was kind of a sad thing that happened to him back in 1986, which is why DeLorean Motor Company isn't in business anymore, or isn't a major contender. But that's old hat. You can look it up on Wikipedia and things like that. John DeLorean died in 2005, so yeah.
But at least it's coming back now. I mean, better late than never.
Right. At least it is coming back.
So while you're waiting for that,
There's always video games in there.
always video games.
Video games will always be around.
Well, there was a video game that just got the DeLorean in it around Christmas time.
Forza?
Rocket League.
Ah.
What?
Yeah, Rocket League has a DeLorean DLC. You can get the time machine in it.
I am almost tempted to get Rocket League now.
You should get Rocket League.
Almost.
But if you don't want to spend the money for Rocket League, and you might have a game laying in your Steam inventory from Psyonix called Goat Simulator that you haven't fired up in a while, you might want to fire it up. I'm pretty sure there's an update waiting for you that adds Rocket League into the game.
Whoa.
Yes, there is a Rocket League game mode in Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator has been known to have interesting expansions. You might remember the MMO expansion where you could play as a fire goat. What else could you play as? A microwave.
Yeah. I actually I played that that DLC, that MMO thing they did with. It was interesting for sure.
Yeah, World of War Goat.
Yeah.
And then there was Goat Z, not to be confused with the other internet term that kind of sounds like that. But Goat Z, which kind of brought DayZ into Goat Simulator. They've moved on to bringing in Rocket League. Psyonix and Coffee Stain had a programmer that kind of did both games, and they thought it would be fun to program like the AI drivers from Rocket League into Goat Simulator. And once they did, they contacted Psyonix and they said, "Hey, can you send us some assets from your game?" And they sent artwork and models from the latest DLC, which is called the Payday, which adds a city called Payday City. And the cars were in the assets, and they put the AI drivers into the cars, and now you get to play Rocket League with a ball, AI drivers, and a goat. Psyonix says, thumbs up, we approve. That's been Twitter verified. They said this is awesome at Coffee Stain, and then posted Coffee Stain's tweet for Goat Simulator.
This is it's pretty cool. I do like the silly DLCs they do for Goat Simulator. They're very, very fun.
They really are.
Seems like any popular game is going to be put into Goat Simulator at some point.
I'm waiting for GTA to come to Goat Simulator.
I'm sure that it will eventually.
I'm hopeful. I'm waiting for
They're
like
probably working on
Mine
it
Goat.
very quietly right now.
I'm waiting for Mine Goat, where you have to like lick a pickaxe and then go
Oh my
like
goodness.
slam your head up against a brick wall or something like that to break it down.
Yes.
Goatcraft, yes. But yeah, Rocket League was made originally for PlayStation 4, and it came out for PC shortly after on a $2 million budget. It was one of 2015's biggest games of the year. Made $50 million in revenue. And it will come to Xbox One next month. Well, in a couple of days. Let's see here. Monday's the 1st, so in a couple of days. And, yeah.
Amazing.
I honestly can't believe that that game made that much money.
Yeah. What, Rocket League?
Uh,
Rocket League is
yeah.
amazing. It's like soccer with cars.
Right?
Look,
And
I've played it once. I played it with a controller, and I'm terrible with a controller. And half the time I was on the ceiling, and the other half of the time I was stuck in the goal. So, yeah.
it's
I'm
it's just it's amazing. It's fun. It's easy. It's simplistic. It hasn't quite been done before, and it's one of those times where it's a no-name game, and Steam really gets behind them, and all the people who play on Steam just really push a game. And
and that's how it
same with
goes.
like City Skylines, just everyone just pushed it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting for Goat Theft Auto.
Go Theft Auto.
Yeah, and then
It's
Goat
got
Theft
like
Auto
3 different
Online.
names.
And then Goat Theft Auto Online, which is the multiplayer, the true multiplayer. Goat Theft Auto, you know. But that might be years in the making.
Pretty sure Rockstar would probably sue the heck out of them.
Oh, yeah.
Rockstar probably would. But, you know, needed something for a transition into the next story, which is about
course.
Grand Theft Auto Online. Once again, there's a new adversary mode in GTA O. It is called Drop Zone. And
Right?
they're doing something that isn't very popular in Grand Theft Auto Online. You see it every now and again in a playlist on multiplayer online stuff, but nobody really does the parachuting missions or the parachuting competitions, and there is a degree of difficulty to them, but they're not terribly complicated. But the new Drop Zone adversary mode puts teams of paratroopers against teams of paratroopers, all jumping out of the cargo bob helicopter. That's the one with the tow hook on it that can pick up cars and things like that. And you parachute to the ground and fight over a piece of land. So,
What?
yeah. Yeah, 4 teams of paratroopers, all parachuting into one area. If you make it into the drop zone, you fight.
To the death.
Yes.
But you can shoot each other in the sky, right?
Yes. But it's
Okay.
it's very difficult.
See,
The first
I've
team
seen-
the first team that holds the drop zone for 2 non-continuous minutes wins. There's 5 drop zone maps right now, and the terrain changes in each one. So basically, if you come at the ground too hard and there's a hill, you're not going to make it into the zone. If you're coming in too slow, you're going to fly right over the zone, you know? Yeah. And I didn't mean to interrupt you, Crimson.
No, that's good. I've seen the achievement hunter guys from Rooster Teeth do things like this before. They'll just set up random things, and GTA just random things to think of, and this was similar to things they've done before.
Right.
So maybe that's where Rockstar got the idea. Who knows?
By the
Could've.
way, guys, as Rockstar has done previously, anytime there's a new update in Grand Theft Auto Online, they celebrate. This weekend, as in starting tomorrow, going through Sunday, is a double GTA dollars and double RP in game. And then there's also a teaser that a Valentine's Day event is coming to GTA Online next month. Probably be a Valentine's Day massacre package or something. Who knows?
Probably. Wings.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, don't know if I own. I don't own the GTA for the PC, but I think I might own it for Xbox.
I've never played GTA. I've only played Saints Row.
What?
Only played Saints Row 3 and 4. Yeah.
What? I have Saints Row 2, 3, and 4, and I want to do a Let's Play of it, and then I religiously use how long to beat. And I look up the length of the game, and I'm like, I don't have time for Saints Row 2, 3, or 4 right now.
Right.
Yeah, it does take a while.
Exploding Valentines. I want Exploding Valentines too, Kozan.
Sounds dangerous
It really does.
and messy.
I want a bottle of champagne that you shake up and you shoot the cork at somebody and like try to headshot them with it.
Seems like a waste of champagne. No. Saints Row is over unless they make another. Yeah. I don't think that they're gonna go past 5.
Well, technically, you can play the canceled Saint Rose PSP game right now.
Yes, you can. Oop, sorry about that. My pop bottle popped at me.
Nah. So, Saints Row Undercover, just gonna throw this in without anyone knowing about it. Saints Row Undercover is a canceled PSP game, was recently revealed to the public for the very first time. And you can get it for yourselves and play it.
Perfect.
This story came out today. It's right under the GTA one if you just scroll down.
Does it say if you have to play it on PSP?
Let's see.
Or is it available for PC?
You can download it from the website, but you'll need a PSP emulator to run it on the PC.
Not a
Oh,
problem.
that's to be expected.
Not a problem.
So there's that little bit of extra news. Also, another game that's getting an update, a game that is right now really probably the most popular game on Steam. A little bit of extra news for new games is Ark Survival Evolved. They're getting a new 3-seater dinosaur and a bunch of new items. So the new dinosaur is called the Gallimimus. It's really fast. It can jump really far, but it seats 3 people, which is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Do they not have any other dinosaurs that seat 3 people? Like the first one?
I didn't even know that dinosaurs seat people. I thought dinosaurs eat people.
No,
Hey,
you
this is
contain
probably
dinosaurs.
like an herbivore or something.
Yeah, it's an herbivore. It's the only dinosaur that can do that at the moment.
Ah, okay.
But the downsides, because you've got to have pros and cons. It can do that, but it can't collect resources or attack other dinosaurs or defend itself. So it's kind of just a car.
Kozan says it's the
It's a good
seat
car,
and
though.
eat.
That seat neat. Let's see, and then there's new items called the SWAT style assault armor, electric prod stun weapon, and greenhouse/glass tile set with plant growing benefits. So, and then there's also updates to the to improve save and load times, which they've been working on for a while now.
Ooh.
That's good. Got some pretty
this-
good improvements to Ark coming up.
And Ark is still in early access. Is that correct? So it's
Yes,
in like alpha or beta or whatever version it is.
It's still early access on Steam. However, it launches in the full release this summer for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and the PC. And apparently, the PlayStation 4 will have VR support.
Oh, I know we covered last week that it runs like butt on the Xbox One for now until it gets patched.
Yes.
I wonder how well it runs on the PlayStation 4 with VR. That almost might be worth going to the store and trying out.
I can see you like, oh, like turns to your left, and like there's a dinosaur about to eat your face off.
Yes.
There's a T-Rex just roaring at you.
No.
Finally, I will have an excuse to pee my pants in GameStop.
It's like, oh, you didn't need your back, right? Okay, good.
I'll be like,
Because
hey,
it's gone.
that guy over there like peed his pants. I'll be like, oh yeah, he does that all the time. Don't worry.
Yeah, he does it every time. You'll be just like the guy from Jurassic Park.
The lawyer.
The ranger who's with the raptors, like, clever girl. Then he
Like,
may or may not get eaten. It's kind of open-ended, but I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
I'm pretty sure
But-
he's dead too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we also have ESPN does plan to broadcast Heroes of Storm. They did that last year, and they're going to be doing that again. They'll be on ESPN television. They'll have the Final Four, which they call the Heroic Four, so original, and then the Grand Finals will be on TV. The rest of it beforehand will be on Twitch and YouTube streaming. This will be on April 9th and 10th for the last 2 rounds. And then the winners will get like more than $500,000 in tuition and prizes. If your student's interested in participating and forming a team, you've got now through February 18th. So that's pretty cool.
I might, you know, if you're a student interested in participating,
Yeah.
I'm a student. There's a video game club at my college. I wonder.
You never know. So that's that's something you can look into. Right now,
I don't think we'd get
I
too
mean,
far.
yeah. Right now, the round of 64 will be March 19th. It'll be on ESPN3, Twitch, YouTube. Round of 32 would be the same. It's on March 20th. Round of 16, March 26th, same. Round of 8 will be on March 27th, all the same. And then the last 2 Heroic 4 and finals, which are 8th and 9th of April, will be on ESPN2. So, slightly different channel change.
I don't think I'm going to participate there, Scion. I have this problem. I have a problem with MOBAs. It's too much action from a top-down perspective for me to play. Like, I haven't been able to do it since Command and Conquer Red Alert was a thing way back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Heroes of Storm, for people who don't know, it is a MOBA and it is made by Blizzard. That is that.
Beautiful.
Also, Rise of the Tomb Raider PC version today.
Woo!
Woo!
You can get it for $54 instead of $6.
Ooh!
Woo! $6.
$6 off. You can get you some double cheeseburgers with that.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
I'm so hungry.
or a
all of a
Mountain
sudden.
Dew and some Doritos.
Ah, food. I need.
Perfect gaming food. Yes.
Gaming food.
So
yes.
this game did drop today, January 28th. It is no longer just on the Xbox One and the 360. It is now on the PC. You can get
Finally.
it on Steam and the Windows Store for 10% off. And this offer ends February 4th.
So that's next that's next Thursday. 1 week from today.
Indeed.
Yeah. Rise of the Tomb Raider DLC Endurance Mode and Baby Yaga will also be available on the PC, as well as other various costume packs. The Rise of the Tomb Raider did sell more than 1 million copies across both Xbox consoles, and it does plan to go to the PlayStation 4 at some point in time.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Do I sense a Crimson or an Angry Hippie Rise of the Tomb Raider Let's Play coming up?
I would actually really like to, but I want to do the reboot one from 2013 first,
Baby.
and then do this one. Because I've actually never played any Tomb Raider games at all.
Right.
And so I figured I would start with that one and continue on from there.
I personally probably won't play it just because I'm not huge into AAA games.
I can sit with that. I am into AAA games. I'm into playing AAA games, but I usually, we all have our idols. And I watch like my YouTube idols play the AAA games while I
Yeah, I mean, I'll play the AAA games. I just won't record them.
yeah.
But we're about halfway through the show tonight. Be sure to tweet out the stream. Get your
Yes.
friends here.
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
I should probably tweet out the stream too, huh?
You are a terrible host.
I'm a terrible host. That's
Hello, Ziploc Bob. Welcome to the stream. We are Minus the Rumors, as you would know, and we are currently talking about all kinds of gaming and entertainment and tech news. We just got done talking about how the Ark just got an update, as well as the Tomb Raider is now officially on the PC as of today for $60, but you can get it for 54.
yes.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Super exciting.
Indubitably.
All right, so Doctor Who, Back to the Future, and Ghostbusters have collided in the new LEGO Dimensions trailer. So, as we all know, they are making a new movie. That the last one went over exceptionally well, even though people thought it would be bad.
Right.
I'm excited about this just because I love all three of those things.
Oh, I get it. Doctors collide, and it's Dr. Venkman, Doctor Who, and Doc Brown.
Yeah.
Oh,
That took him a while.
it did take me a while. I'm like,
For the last hour.
yeah, for the last
We've
hour.
been talking for an hour and a half. Almost 2.
I've been tracking Fable Legends Ziploc Bob, by the way. There's not a whole lot going on with it. They're doing the Xbox thing with it. First, it's going to be 1v4 or 1v5, and then it's going to be not multiplayer, and now it's going to be something else. They're being very secretive about it. But I played it at PAX and loved it. Sorry guys, didn't mean to interject there. I can't type for some reason. It's telling me I can't type while in anonymous mode.
No, it's all good. So, a little bit more on this. Hopefully, this will be what the movie is about. But this is the new game that they're making. And you can get the Ghostbusters level pack for $30. You can get the Doc Brown one separately for 15, and then the one for Doctor Who is not mentioned for some reason.
No, it's not. Been looking over it, trying to figure it out.
Mystery. So this is the new game. It scored 8 out of 10 for GameSpot, which is pretty good. A lot of people say the game's really fun. That have gotten their hands on it early. We're hoping that this is what the new movie will be about. At least he's supposed to. At least we've heard that Doctor Who and Doc Brown are possibly going to make visits. What am I trying to say? They're just going to show up possibly. Appearances. Ooh, paragraph.
I know. I was trying to read it real quick.
Yeah, he mentioned Fable Legends, and it's the game I've been anticipating for the last couple of years. Normally, the villain can use creatures where they belong in terms of narrative, logic, and ecology for free, of course. Oh, beautiful. If the villain brings minions that don't belong, this allows us to mix up the experience for players already. See, that sounds interesting.
Here in the article, all it says is fans of the Hooniverse. Is that what they're trying to say?
Yeah, the
Got a
Whovians.
level of the LEGO Dimensions starter pack. That's all it says. That they got a level of the LEGO Dimensions starter pack, but they can also pick up the Doctor Who level pack as well, and they don't say like how much it is at all.
It comes with a 12th Doctor minifigure and K9 and the
K9.
TARDIS.
Yeah.
Yes. Pay all of the things.
I
Take my
honestly
money.
would play this. Yeah, I would play this and record it. I love anything Lego, especially if it's got like Dark Video in it. Older players like you and I. Well, you Zero, not me.
Bye, Kozan. Thank you
Yeah,
for
Kozan.
stopping by.
Aw.
Stay frosty.
Stay frosty, my friend.
For older players like you and I might think of it as something like taking an existing published adventure module, but then the DM tinkers with the encounters, replacing the listed creatures with others of his choice. Another expert, the guy that runs these. Perfect. I'm definitely going to be playing some Fable Legends when it comes out. Yeah, stay frosty. It's wintertime.
I'm looking at some screenshots of Fable Legends, and it looks amazing. In the announcement trailer. Looks amazing.
I'm still trying to find the price. It's like bothering me that I can't find it.
Just Google it. Anyways, so in other news, as we all know, it's 2016, and as each new year, we look forward to the big announcements, the big news, and where does the big news come from? E3.
Oh, I was gonna say PAX Prime, but you're right.
PAX Prime. It's E3. So E3 2016. Kind of looking ahead to that. We've got a EA won't have a booth there, which is kind of interesting. So the Entertainment Software Association organizes E3 every year, and they've said they won't be there. So it's very interesting. It will be in LA Sunday, June 12th at 1 p.m. PST. It's June 12th through the 14th. That's the day it starts off.
I'm not sure how I feel about EA not having a booth at E3.
Interesting. Definitely kind of against the wind with that.
Yeah. Like
EA has rented Club Nokia for the exact same dates for which people can stop by and try out their games, take in live events and whatnot. And they're also going to have a similar event on June 12th in London. So they're doing things kind of.
they're doing things against the current. They're not going to E3 so that they can host their own convention. Or their own, or not convention, but their own, like, open house.
Kind of. I mean, there's always the floor, which I'm sure they will be at the floor. Which Club Nokia is in LA, so they'll technically be there, but they won't be inside of E3 per se, because it happens I'm pretty sure it happens at the Staples Center.
Right. So, I mean, it's like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this.
We'll have to see kind of how the fallout comes, what they're planning to do, and all this. Obviously, they're not the big news this year. They kind of had a bigger light last year. This year, it's really going to be Nintendo Spotlight. We'll talk about that maybe in a different stream, but that's we're expecting to hear a lot our first official stuff about DNX. So we're excited to see about E3, and we'll definitely be covering that in full coverage. Marketing standpoint, yeah, a
I
little bit.
completely agree with Ziploc Bob.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't know what they've got up their sleeves.
EA has been terrible in their marketing department since Dante's Inferno, and if you don't know, that's the one where you play as you played as Dante, and you had to basically enter the underworld.
The underworld.
Yes, and you fight with a sword made of bone and things like that, and it was a really good game. But that was the last time I saw like really strong marketing from EA. I mean, that game was everywhere. I even saw a trailer for the game at a movie in the theaters. But that was years ago. That was many, many years ago.
Yeah, I'm not personally. I'm just not a big fan of EA. They don't have a lot of games I particularly like. A lot of sports games, obviously. Mirror's Edge Catalyst is the only one that's coming up that I'd actually be looking forward to. So
Yeah, Dante's Inferno came out in 2010, and EA's been on the downhill since.
yeah, I just
Then again, I'd like to see a celebrity deathmatch between Ubisoft and EA.
maybe. All right, so on to Dark Souls 3, the Prepare Your Butts edition. No, I wish that's what it was called. Uh, HD screenshots show new boss characters and armor sets. So, they've got some very beautiful screenshots of the game. Let's see. Dark Souls is scheduled to launch April 12th outside of Japan for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the PC via good old Steam. There are system requirements you will have to take a look on. They do reveal Firelink Shrine, where the Firekeeper resides and serves players on the long and arduous journey. The location serves as a starting area for new players in the game. Some other things, there's a new boss named the Ludix, Grundier. It looks like a freaking giant armor-clad warrior with a giant spear-looking thing. And players will encounter this boss upon revived in the untended graves of, as in unkindled. So, if you are interested in a game to just completely rage, then this is your game.
I have way too much rage as it is.
You hate, yeah. I don't ever have a rage episode while playing video games.
I would just never. I would just pick. I would try the game, and I just would never pick it up again.
I would I'll watch the game played.
There you go. I'll watch it and watch people rage at it.
I
Yeah.
definitely would watch this.
Yes, doing like a tribulation stream or something like that. There's like, oh, every time I die in Dark Souls 3, I'm gonna do 20 push-ups.
Oh god.
Yeah. And then it
That would
just
be
turns
me.
into a video of I'm just going to do push-ups.
Right.
I'll just
It's
fly
like,
on the floor now. I
let me
give
get.
up.
Let me just. Right. Let me just get some preemptive push-ups because I know I'm going to die in the next few seconds. That would be me. I would probably physically die playing this game. I would have a broken TV or monitor.
Keyboard goes through the monitor.
Microphone gets swung through the monitor. Oh wait,
Right.
And then the computer goes out the window. It's just
Crimson's
all
Crimson's
over.
heard me swing my microphone into my monitor before, and that was just on Minecraft. Can you imagine what I would do on Dark Souls?
What?
Yep.
Yeah, during Pantheon, my mic is a Rode Podcaster. It weighs a couple of pounds, and I've got the Rode scissor arm stand and the shock mount and stuff, and it rotates. It's clamped to my desk, and it's a mobile mic stand. Got angry during Pantheon and swung my microphone so hard away from me that it dented the screen on one of my monitors. And then it blew out like the LED on the lower left quadrant.
I never got so angry at a CTM that I threw something.
Have you ever played Pantheon?
I played it, found out that it was a piece of crap, and I didn't play it anymore.
Piece of crap, as in it was too hard for you, or
No, like because none of the teleporters worked. It was before they did the update to it and made everything actually work.
Yeah, that's the key I'm finding for CTMs is don't play them if they're after like 17, what was it, 17 and 171, the Minecraft version,
Yeah,
the
there's
release
a lot
version.
of issues.
Unless they do a re-release of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1.8 CTMs are just a straight no.
1.9 will be worse.
1.9
I ain't playing 'em.
CTMs are gonna be no. That'll be too brutal.
I'm hanging up my hat, and I will never play it again.
Yep, unless it's like redstone puzzles and things like that. Yeah,
No.
they're just too
Dark
brutal.
Souls. Buff Boys is I like that Dark Souls Buff Boys editions. Go Wubs!
Pika Wubs, hello.
Wub wub wub
Hello.
wub
Wubs.
wub wubs. Welcome to Minus the Rumors. We're currently talking about Dark Souls 3, the Prepare Your Butts edition, and about to head into some movie news.
Yes.
1.9 CTMs, he will come to the bucket of tears. A punching bag. You'll need like a punching bag next year. Recording station.
You know, I can see our Microsoft overlords doing something like making it so you can't go back and play past versions of Minecraft. You know, and a launcher update that completely disables the ability to go back and play, you know, beta versions and things like that. And it's like,
You can still go into the actual files, change things. What show is that from? Pika would know. I made it slightly PG. It's from an anime crack of Sword Art Online, so you would know that.
I'm saving this.
I haven't clicked on it, so yeah. Helsing. Oh God. oh, this. I was talking about my joke, but this is hilarious.
That's playing Dark Souls 3 right there. Oh, I'll tell you what. Well, we've got a little bit of a lull right here. I know we're going into movie news, but I would just like to take a second, and I think we would like to take a second and say, first off, thanks for being here tonight, guys. We still got more news coming along, but Minus the Rumors is looking for more family members. Come join our team. We're looking for full-time hosts, full-time anchors. We're looking for part-time hosts and anchors. Basically, you need a decent microphone and a somewhat stable internet connection. Oh, thank you for the follow, Ziploc Bob. I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
So currently, right now, we do stream every Thursday. So that's what full time is helping pick out stories and doing research and everything, and then being there for the one day. We are looking to grow, especially on the YouTube side, adding different series that we kind of have someone just kind of make that their own baby, and whatnot. So if you're interested, just send us an email at monsterrumors@gmail.com.
Yes, please do.
Yep. So, on to more stories. I have both and retired, so sure I would help. So, Batman v Superman producer says that Batman has become jury and judge. So, in past incarnations of Batman, he was good. He didn't kill people. I mean, he was, I don't know, he was the bad good guy, but he didn't, just outright just kill people. Apparently, in the new Batman versus Superman, he is going to be very dark. He becomes jury and executioner. If he wants to kill someone, he does.
I don't know how I feel about that.
He still sticks to. He
I
still
don't
kind
like
of
this.
he kind of sticks to his no kill policy, but he will. Oh, they'll be in a coma the rest of their lives. Like he will kill people if he has to. Apparently he kills people in this movie, but he's not going to go out like every bad guy. I'm just going to shoot in the face. But this is going to be a very dark incantation of the bat. Nothing compared to Man of Steel, where Superman just doesn't kill people ever, except that one time. So.
Batman plus Batman plus
Plus
more
more
Batman.
So he won't be He's going to be right, just like ruthless, but he won't flat out murder people. So you're going to have it's definitely going to be much much darker than the last series of Batman. So
Right.
he won't be you know
He won't be full on evil,
no, it's just he'll still be the good guy technically. But you
just a
can
little
start
bit
to
more aloof.
yeah,
Yes.
you can kind of see how they're setting up how Batman and Superman are going to kind of have different ideals for ideology.
I don't know how I feel about Batfleck killing people.
It depends how much we're going to see on screen. I don't know. That stuff that they could cut out that they decide, what, this may be a little too dark. So that's what they did with the Deadpool movie. There were some things that were just a little too over the top that they had to cut out last minute.
Right.
So they may rework some of this. I think that's what they will do. I think, I think he will kill people in this movie, but I think he may be put in a corner. But it's definitely in this article, in the articles I've read, they keep pushing the fact that this will be a much much darker version of the Bat. Probably the darkest version we've seen ever.
I love it.
So,
I love it.
I mean, I love that fact. I mean, I'm good with that. Apparently, he's tougher. He's angrier. So
I love it.
I'm cautiously excited.
got cautiously excited. I mean, it's not going to be nearly as violent as Deadpool. So
Well, yeah.
Right, but it's somewhat close.
it's somewhat close. So
I mean, I love that. I love that the superhero movies are. I can't. It sounds terrible to me. It sounds terrible to me that I would say that I want more R-rated superhero movies, but that's exactly what I want. I mean,
that's
yeah,
what
they're great when they're PG-13 and they're playing and stuff like that. But I'm seeing, you know, in the case of the Avengers, even New York City gets completely destroyed,
yeah.
and you'd think during something like that, people's heads would be rolling on the ground, and there would just be massive destruction, and not one person's dropping an F-bomb. I mean, it's
No, no, I see it that way. Like I would also like more, violent and all that kind of superhero movies. Also, I like to be able to look a couple seats down and see a kid with his dad or mom or whatever watching the movie or with his friends, enjoying the movie like I did when I was little.
Well, that's why we have a separation. We're finally getting the separation between. We've got these PG-13 movies that are getting more actiony, but we've also got the split between the Deadpool creators are hoping that this will open up the door for more R-rated superhero movies. So hopefully we're going
Yeah.
to start seeing that separation of you can get either or instead of okay, you just got the one. So
Yeah.
they're getting more and more realistic as time does go on. A little bit more on movie news. Again, I'm going to kind of surprise everyone, my co-hosts. Wolverine 3 will be is happening. It will release on March 3rd, 2017. Cast is obviously Hugh Jackman. This is probably going to be his last X-Men movie ever. This movie will be a standalone movie, and it will not happen kind of on the same timeline as X-Men Days of Future Past. As the Wolverine movies have happened, they've typically just kind of been on their own, which worked perfectly. I love just Wolverine by himself. Hugh Jackman does a fantastic job, so.
That was a surprise.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's been what part?
The you were talking about the Wolverine part.
Yeah,
Because that wasn't in the list. I was like, oh
yeah, it
no,
wasn't in the list.
I don't
No,
know
no,
anything about this.
neither was.
yeah.
You don't need to know. I got this.
Crimson is dropping bombs.
as well as like the Sync Row thing wasn't part of this. So,
Oh,
um,
it was right below on the same page.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. There's some that shouldn't, and then there's some that should be rated R.
exactly.
Yeah, like a huge household name should not be rated R.
Right. And
Like, I wouldn't want to see Superman rated R. I really
No.
like
no, Superman rated R would just be
It's a big no-no.
right.
He would
But
just kill everyone.
Yeah.
like there's some that almost need to, there's some that do definitely need to be a PG-13. Otherwise, you end up getting that too much violence, too much gore. You know, you tend to be a little bit more comical with a PG-13
Yeah.
rating. But then there's some that just need that little bit of a push. They need that little bit more. And it's almost
Yeah,
like
it's
the
like-
creators were scared to go for an R rating. And you'd almost wonder, like, if Iron Man was rated R, can you imagine what Tony Stark could have said? I'm not talking just the violence. Could you imagine what he could have said?
I would think he doesn't. His movie doesn't need to be rated R just because he's
Got that
witty
wit.
enough. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you've got household names that don't need it, and then you've got characters that just need it. They don't need. They're funny enough. They connect like Loki. Oh my goodness, he connects so well with his role.
There's definitely a time and place for
Yeah.
Right.
worst rating versus a PG-13
But it's
or
like
whatever.
it's like Deadpool. We want that R rated. I mean, that's expected to be R rated. And like if a Joker had a standalone movie, I wouldn't mind that being R rated.
I wouldn't either. If
Yeah.
it's like a Heath Ledger style Joker, or
Oh
even
my
the new,
goodness.
if it was a Heath Ledger style Joker, could you imagine what he could have done with an R rating?
And Ziploc Bob is right. It's usually not the creators, but it is the studio because that reflects upon the studio.
Right.
Punisher movie.
Punisher definitely, in my opinion, because
Yeah,
he is
I
the
would-
Punisher.
Yeah. So it's a case by case scenario on every single superhero or supervillain. Again, you want things that little kids see. You want them to know that a force for good doesn't mean going out and killing people. You want to set a precedent for young kids, but Deadpool
Right.
is not something I would recommend
Right.
letting kids watch.
Deadpool is more your anti-hero hero.
Yeah.
Any anti-hero like the Punisher, he's an anti-hero. They deserve that little bit of a push. The Suicide Squad, I'm just even though there's big name actors in it that are saying no R ratings, they're all anti-heroes. They're all villains playing the heroes of the movie. I mean,
Basically, they go back and forth, which that's what Deadpool does. He goes back and forth between the two.
but I'm predicting a lot of comedy out of that one.
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be so funny.
It will be hilarious. And that's the thing. That's what you fall back on when you can't, make that push to extremism and, language and stuff like that. You go with under the table, almost like low blow style comedy.
And
And that does work.
you could almost say, and it depends on the act. Well, like Wolverine before Hugh Jackman would work well as an R-rated. Wolverine with Hugh Jackman, he's just too good. He doesn't need it.
Exactly. He's good enough. He doesn't need it. Fantastic Four, if it was R rated, I'd imagine more people would have watched Rise of the Silver Surfer.
But still, people still would have watched it. It was so bad.
The Watchmen, was Watchmen rated R or was that PG-13? Even with
that's
cartoon Wang in it, or CGI Wang.
That's a good question.
I'm looking it up right now. It was rated. What?
Rated R, 2009.
See, and that is one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen. It is on a case by case though.
Yeah, and Watchmen wasn't rated R as in here's all this nudity, extreme violence, extreme language. It was just a little bit of everything, and it was kind of the situations you were put in that would be uncomfortable. So it was very, realistic.
Right. Right. It's
Rated R doesn't mean all the gore, all the nudity, all the language, because that just kind of if it's over the top, it's over the top. But it's like
right.
just enough that it kind of flows throughout the entire movie.
Exactly. Exactly. Sometimes it just needs that itty bitty little push. What is it? It's two F bombs and an S. The S word. Two F bombs and the S word requires an R rating. Any kind of frontal nudity requires an R rating. Unless it's done in the name of the arts. That's the thing. It doesn't have to be overblown R rated. It's just got to. Sometimes it needs that little itty bitty push.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. If Jared Leto gets a Joker movie based on the Suicide Squad, Joker character that he's playing, the one that's outright insane, I have a feeling that will need an R rating.
Yeah, possibly. But again, they may not go that route. They may try as hard as possible to be edgy, but that's what they said. That it's going to be edgy, but
Right. Anyway, that ends our debate
on movies.
on movie
R
ratings, our ratings in movies. We won't bring that up again. Sorry, that must have been painful to listen to. By the way, Minus the Rumors is rated G for all ages, or at least we try to make it that way.
Innuendos may come and go, but
friends are forever.
it's the more you know. All right. So what do you guys think? We good, or
I think
want
we
to go a
good.
little bit?
Unless
I think we good.
I think we should tell them that we're gonna have some news from Japan next week, or next week,
All
maybe.
right. Yes. So next Thursday, we're going to have a pretty heavily Nintendo related stream, since it is going to be the exact month of the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, and there's going to be a lot of information on Pokemon. Nintendo as a whole with the NX, we're starting to get details kind of leaked to us, well as this happens to be the anniversary as well as Zelda. So there's going to be a lot of news is going to be really thrown at us. We're going to cover it all all at once. That's going to be kind of my personal baby, but be looking forward to that. Also, we'll have other news as well. We'll be talking about other gaming tech and entertainment news. But yeah, so I think this does bring us to the end of the stream. We've been going for about an hour, so be sure to catch us next week, Thursday from 9 to 10 ish, here on Twitch. Are we streaming to Beam?
We're not streaming to Beam this week. I still have to stress test my actual internet before I can promise that
Okay.
we can get it out dual or even triple.
So we do stream to Twitch every week, and sometimes we do Beam, sometimes we do YouTube gaming. It kind of varies. You can be sure to follow us on YouTube as we do post these videos there, and then some new stuff we're hopefully start soon. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, player.me, Votable. We also have Patreon and some other things. Our graphics are done by DemonTwist Designs. And am I leaving anything?
Not really, other than this stream will be up on YouTube probably within the next couple of hours. If you want to re-reference it or show it to a friend, would help us out greatly.
So yeah, be sure to do all those things. I am Crimson. I'm here with Zero and Hippie. Say hello and say goodbye.
Hello
goodbye.
and goodbye.
Hello and goodbye.